$12.2 billion company over 112 years. Is that good enough?
I don't think time necessarily increases your scale. You must remember that we were a private company until '94. Even today, most of our companies are private. Only 2 companies are quoted on the stock market. And even in those 2 companies, we own about 80% in one and about 75% in the other. So we haven't raised much capital from the stock market. Obviously, if you raise capital from the stock market and if you dilute yourself, then you can grow faster.
Mr. Godrej, despite the fact that Godrej is doing very well, it seems to be modestly ambitious. Would that be accurate?
It depends on what you mean by ambitious. If you mean ambition means just increase in sales, no, we are very focused on return on capital employed, on EVA generation. We don't sacrifice profit for the sake of sales growth.
Right.
How can I say as to whether we are ambitious enough or not? That's for other people to judge.
What of the Godrej businesses would you like to take global?
I don't think we have any goal on taking a or few of our businesses global. So we don't have any particular goal on globalization.
Why? Do you think that is not necessary in today's time?
No, I think your growth, your goal should be on the business. And I would say that growth in India is certainly more important for an Indian company than growth outside. India has huge potential. India has a great India is a great playing field for most businesses to grow in. Only when global growth can add value to your business in India does it make sense.
Why do you think Unilever has had no real challenger in terms of its scale and its size and its volume? Why do you think there is such a big gap between HUL and Godrej, and does that bother you?
There is a fair amount of gap. I don't think it bothers us at all because we are growing faster than HUL over the last several years, both on the top line and the bottom line. I think HUL, you must remember, came into India with the British flag. So they had many advantages when Indian companies were under considerable pressure during the British government Raj. And thereafter, there was socialism in the country. The private sector was not encouraged to grow. So it's only since 1991 that really Indian companies have had a free play in growth opportunities. And I think we've done reasonably well since then.
Why are only 2 of the Godrej companies listed?
Because we feel most of our companies should be private. That way we can create long-term value. We don't have to answer to quarterly results all the time. Secondly, many of our businesses don't need much capital to grow. So if we don't need capital, we don't take them public.
To watch more, subscribe to youtube.com/ETNowLite.